Well, well, well. Carl Pay, the team at nothing, bravo, bravo. Um, I woke up this morning and had a head cold. Right, pollen here is really bad, and grabbed my phone, go through some news, and what do you know? My freaking head exploded. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I love nothing. This is why I love Carl Pay. This is why I love the Nothing brand. This is what I'm talking about. So I get like my close. I have a couple friends and a couple family members. They know I'm obviously into tech. They know the channel. They know I have this Nothing phone because I love it now, and it's gotten tremendously better the last few updates. And I'm I get not only do I read this news, but I'm getting text messages and DMs from friends, from family that know that I have the Nothing Phone 2, and they're blowing up my phone. "Oh, did you see this? This is so cool. I can't believe this. Oh, wow, this is awesome." And if you haven't heard, and Nothing put out, I guess, a YouTube video and a press release or press statement saying that they're coming out with a Nothing Chats. So it's a Nothing branded messaging application that's gonna be Nothing phone specific, phone 1 and phone 2. I'm assuming it's phone 1, definitely phone 2. And the headline catching news from this press release is that the new messaging chat application called Nothing Chats is going to support not only encrypted RCS messages that Android phones default. It's their default messaging system. We've dug into it a little bit in the past, but that's not the headlining news. It's going to support iMessage. iMessage, yes, it's going to support iMessage, and not just iMessage, not just you can message iPhone users. Not only can you message iPad users, not only can you message somebody on their MacBook, and not only will it show up as a blue bubble to iPhone or iOS users, it will be encrypted. It will support group messages. It will support um, the fine detail photos. So no more grainy photos between iPhone and this Nothing Phone Android. It'll also support high quality videos. So no more grainy videos between iPhone users and well, Nothing Phone users. This is groundbreaking news, groundbreaking technology. Now, I must say, they I was gonna play the uh, video that Nothing put out a video on their YouTube channel. It's like a little 2-minute video, um, basically explaining what it is and how it works. So they worked with Nothing did the Nothing developers worked with the Sunbird application developers. Sunbird, we've discussed the Sunbird app. It's a third-party messaging app that does allow Android users um, to message um, iOS users, and the Android user, when they send a message to an iPhone user, will show up as a blue bubble, right? Basically, a bridge between Android users and iPhone users. However, the app is still in beta. Now we have access. I have been granted access to their beta program, but it's not open to everybody. If you go to the Sunbird app on the Play Store and try to download it, or you go to their website, it says still in beta. Join the wait list. We joined the wait list like 10 months ago. I'll do. I guess I will do a review on it. But long story short, nothing as developers have worked with the Sunbird app developers to bring that same technology to over to the Nothing phone. So this will be a Nothing phone again. Should be phone one, definitely phone two. It'll be a Nothing phone specific app. Now they're going to release it, I believe, in on the 17th. So here in just a couple of days, it will be available to use. This is what I'm talking about when a new phone company comes in to the tech world. A new phone company like Nothing is desperately needed. A disruptor is desperately needed like Nothing. Carl Pei, desperately needed in the mobile technology, more specifically in the mobile phone world. The mobile phone world is run by Apple, predominantly in the United States, and Samsung worldwide. And then you got, Pixels sprinkled in there here and there, and some Motorola's here and there, but and OnePlus is a small market share, but predominantly Samsung and Apple dominate the large, vast majority of the world smartphone users. But Nothing is taking a huge step and bringing the users features that no other company offers. Now, obviously, you can get an iPhone and message from iPhone to iPhone. Duh, I know that, but I'm saying for Android users, for people like me that don't want to use an iPhone, that don't like using iPhones, I do not like the operating system. This is the game changing technology. This is the game changing ideas. This is the game changing development in the mobile phone world, and the mobile phone world desperately needs. Um, Very excited about this. Very excited. It's all over the tech world as far as publications. You go online, it's all over the place. I think they released their video a few hours ago. My God, it's all over YouTube. It's all over these tech websites. So very excited. Now, from what I understand, uh, the iPhone user will not be able to tell that it'll look and operate just like they are messaging a another iOS device. Um, now, is Nothing taking a risk? Yes. I can guarantee you this very second that I'm recording this video, this very second, Apple's flipping shit. Um, Look, I don't want this to happen. I'm not giving them any ideas. I can promise you that. I can guarantee you they're discussing it right now. I hope Nothing doesn't get sued for this. I hope Apple does not bring a lawsuit forward. I hope and pray they don't do that. And honestly, I don't even really want to go down that route and say, well, they have a case, they don't have a case. I don't care, right? As an end user, all I want is stuff like what Nothing is bringing to the table. It's a dynamic looking phone. It is fast as hell. It's so fluid. It's so nice to use. It's so nice to hold in your hand. Um, I mean, this is a game changer, right? This is a game changer. When you want to make a statement, technically, you buy this phone. It's I can't say anything more. Like the like excuse me, my mind is blown because I did not see this coming, right? This the iMessage, the iPhone to Android. iOS to Messages, Google Messages, which is default on this phone. Look, it just got a message. It's default on most Android phones, right? Samsung. Now there's Samsung Messages, right? You can use Samsung Messages, but Google Messenger or Messages is default messenger app on Motorola, Samsung, nothing, even OnePlus, I believe. Um, and each one of them have their own message, like a secondary messaging app you can use, a Samsung Messenger, and it ties in to RCS. But this changes the game. This is um, this is the bold steps that the people at Nothing and Carl Pay, um, you know, put upon us to get a Nothing phone. This is what look, I'm speechless. I can't believe this. This is so awesome. This is what Apple did or has done in the past, right? Make game change in the past, not so much anymore because there's look, this shit is boring now, right? They've had the same iPhone has had the same design for years. Pretty boring, basic technology. Their operating system is boring, and iMessage is basically their one main holy grail that they hold on to dearly. Like this is like their baby. And they don't want anybody touching it. And Google is going. We just discussed in the latest daily tech news series on this YouTube channel. Google is going the route of through the EU. EU forced Apple to use USB Type C. Now, Google is saying, well, maybe we can get the EU to force Apple to integrate RCS into iMessage. Now, Apple is going to fight that to the death. iMessage is their baby. They don't want anything to mess with it. That's what they know. We know. Everybody knows. That's a large majority of why iPhone users stick with iPhone, right? And if Apple had to open that up, they would lose some users. And this is gonna hit Apple right in the nutsack. I can guarantee you. It's gonna hit him right in the nutsack, and I love it, man. I absolutely love it. They're going. I can just see it. I guarantee you they are flipping shit in their offices this morning. They're doing what? How can they do that? Blah, blah, blah. I can just see it right now. Um, I hope, they don't take legal action. Look, if Sunbird, the app who Nothing partnered with to create this Stock Nothing app, they must obviously they know something nobody else does, some way to jump servers. Look, it's going to support everything, so it's not like because there's been some attempts in the past where, yeah, you can get iMessage. I think there was one where you can route Android through. You would have to have I think one of the ways, and I think this is even last year before Sunbird. You would have to have a MacBook, and you would have to basically route. It was hard. Like nobody's gonna do that. You had to route your Android phone through your Mac, and then sign into some server. It's just a pain in the ass. Nobody's gonna do that. But Sunbird somehow, some way, figured out a way to integrate everything. And thank God Nothing has the balls to partner up with them and say, okay, well, we can offer something nobody else offers. And that is a stock. We're not talking about some third party crap. We're not talking about some, uh, 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 you know, janky third party APK you have to download and bypass, give them all sorts of permissions, and then sideload that onto your phone, and then you have to wonder if it's stealing info and all that. No, 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 no. This is official application that's straight from a phone manufacturer, as badass as Nothing. So you can be confident that yeah, everything's gonna work just fine, and you can have the security of knowing this is an official app from nothing, and it's just going to work. So I'm sure Apple's going to try to look. I don't know how it works behind the scenes as far as getting into those iOS servers or look. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to blabble on about it. But what we do know is it works. And what we do know is nothing is a bold and innovative new breath of fresh air technology company that we all so desperately need in this sort of stale phone market, if you want to say so to speak. So, big news if you are a nothing phone user. Again, I know it will be for the two. I believe it should work for the one as well, but it will be released here in just a couple of days. It's called Nothing Chats. Now, real quick before we get out of here, let me present to you what I'm talking about. So, look at this, Carl. I'm going to at you nothing. I'm gonna at you. I want you to watch this and see how excited and happy your users are. I'm sitting here right here in this chair, and I got a smile from ear to ear. And that was the best wake up alarm I could ever imagine because I was out of it when I was reading my phone. I was like, huh? So I check this out. So we're sharing this. So look, if you just Google in nothing phone to iMessage, or just you can just Google nothing iMessage or whatever. Google what you want, it'll pop up. Look at this. Linkbuto is getting iMessage support this Friday. Now the catches are I looked into that. The catches are it routes through Sunbird, but Sunbird worked with nothing to develop this app, so it's an official app, right? There's not really any catches. This is just clickbait, basically. I've looked into it a lot over as much as you can over the last couple hours, and it looks legit as can be. Um, yeah, I mean this looks phenomenal, man. So again, the iPhone users are gonna get the green. Excuse me, the iPhone users are gonna get the blue text messages when a nothing phone messages an iPhone. Group messaging will not be broken. How many group chats or people in office setting you have you're in group chats with coworkers or whatever, and they exclude you because everybody else has an iPhone and you have an Android, and they don't want you in their group because you're going to mess up the messaging. The Android user is going to mess up the photo sharing, going to mess up the videos, the clips, going to mess up everything. Um, and it's it's interesting how this has developed over the years with um, these iPhone users, just they're so snobby about iMessage. Um, so if you're one of those people like that I just mentioned in that scenario, if you're in an office and your coworkers have a group chat and they leave you out because you have an Android, guess what? Nothing phone two. It's your answer. And I tell you, it's a badass phone. So that's your answer, Carl Pay. Thank you. Nothing. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. I cannot wait to review this app. I'm out. Peace.